guys, has someone ever called you ugly before or openly criticized your physique? Now, I'm asking this question because I came across someone who said this same thing, and the only thing that could come to my mind was, how can people be so mean and despicable to use such words on their fellow humans, even if somebody doesn't really appeal to you, or the person's physique or looks doesn't really fit into a particular description, and you feel the next thing to do is to call the person ugly. Anyways, we're here because we're going to talk about what it means to be beautiful. No, not really in that sense anyways, but I'm here to just reach out to people who feel like they are not beautiful enough, they are not handsome enough or gorgeous enough. So guys, let's have fun today. You know what? Society has unconsciously set a standard or defined beauty in a certain type of way, which I feel is imbalanced. As much as we know that we shouldn't, or I believe that we shouldn't base our judgment and our ideologies on society, but whether we like it or not, where we are, environment, our society has a way of affecting the way we think. It might not be to the extreme, but it has a lot to play. And that's why a lot of people have issues with themselves. As much as it's okay to say, no, don't explain, you don't need to accept what society has said. The truth remains that so far as we live in an environment, so far as we are found in a certain place, it has a way of affecting us. But guess what? This is what we give into that society. Like it displays that it comes back to affect us. Somehow, it might not really be the best explanation as to what I'm trying to say. But the truth remains that as much as we live in a world that has classified beauty to mean your looks only, I'm not saying beauty doesn't include the looks, but when you define beauty to mean how somebody looks facially or how a person's body is carved, then we say that person is beautiful. It's actually the wrong way of thought. I don't think it's ideal because we have a God who has created every one of us in his own image, different ways. He has made some short, he has made some tall, he has made some light skinned, he has made some dark skinned, he has made some fat, he has made some slim, he has made some things, some are plump, and all different categories. We all can't look alike. So it's actually a misnomer or out of place to set a particular yardstick to judge beauty, because it cannot equate or it can't be on the same parameters, because you can't say somebody who is fat or somebody who is dark skinned is more beautiful than somebody who is light skinned. It doesn't make sense because they are not on the same level. By being on the same level, I mean they don't have same characteristics, they don't have same features. So when we go over and beyond and begin to call people ugly because of what we have in our minds, because what society has placed or what society has said, it is absolutely wrong. And it's bothering because the advent of social media, the era of social media, has even made it more difficult. So we see people on the ground, we see them on Twitter, on Facebook, body shaming people, insulting people. I'm like, what's all this? It's actually appalling, and it shows that rather than having a society or having a place or an environment that will be conducive for the next generation to grow, we're using our hands to destroy our society. We're using our hands to break down our environment, things that should be beneficial to us, where we ourselves are the ones bringing out the worst of it. And it's now like these things are not good or they're not helpful to us, or known to us, that we are the ones who are spoiling it. Somebody will say because of social media, people cannot insult others and all. But the truth is, these things are good, but we are the ones that are turning it to become a disadvantage, which I think doesn't really make sense anyways. I'd like us to see ourselves beyond beautiful. I like us to understand that we're gorgeous, and not just because of how we look, and not because of how our face is, or how well carved our body is. We have the hourglass shape and all that, and society accepts it. I've come to understand that beauty is more than the looks. It's more than what we see. For one, I've never been a person that has been concerned about how a person looks or how I look. I've never really paid much attention to that. I've been more concerned about people's minds. When I meet them, as much as I appreciate beauty, I appreciate somebody that is fine, whatever it is, but it hasn't really been, I don't pay much attention to it. And I think that's how we should be for everyone. I'm not saying this is how we should be. We should all be like Debbie. No, it doesn't really make sense. What I'm saying is we should go beyond judging beauty based on facial looks or based on body builds. We should go beyond that. The Bible says something in Proverbs 31, I think verse 3 or so, that beauty is vain. Now, here's the truth of the matter. Nobody should tell you how you should look. Nobody should tell you this is the right way to be. This is how you should be. And it's very funny how people make very absurd requests of other people. For instance, you should have been taller. You should have been fatter. You should have had an hourglass shape. Why not work out so that you have to look like this? Why not do this so you can be taller? My God, are you alright? It's very funny. Why not leave people to be the way they are, the way God has created them? Why would you want them to distort their growth pattern and how God has ordered it? I don't think it's right or ideal to tell anybody this is the right way to look. This is how you should be. You should be fair skinned, or you should be dark skinned. You should be a little bit plump here. It doesn't make sense. I think when we come in contact with people, we should accept them for who they are, how they look. If they choose in the future to change anything about themselves, it's at their own discretion. Read my lips, at their discretion, for themselves, and not because someone has said something about it and then make them feel insecure about how they look or how they appear. You know, this it goes beyond the point of, we just think is making a statement about people. I know people that have complained about having an emotional breakdown because people complained about the way they looked. Because maybe they added too much weight somewhere, or because I don't know, but just, I don't think it's ideal. What's your business, in fact, if somebody has a big head? Or if somebody is short? Or if somebody is tall? If you have certain features you really do like, I think you should go in search of it. If you're not comfortable with a guy being short, go look for a tall guy and be with. I'm saying it because it actually applies a lot to relationships. And sometimes families do this to themselves. People in a family do this to themselves. Your brother is adding weight somewhere. You're asking, why does he not have muscles? Why is he not muscular? I should go to the gym. I think we should learn to appreciate who we are. Learn to appreciate who you are, who you've grown to be. Okay, for instance, a lady who just gave birth is expected to put on some weight. It would actually not be nice if people around her keep telling her, you've added so much weight, you're fat, you're this. Man, she just gave birth. You don't expect her to lose the baby fat in like 4 days. Even if she takes like 2 months or 3 months or 1 year to lose that baby fat, it is not your business. Leave it for her. Okay? Anyways, for those who feel they're not so beautiful, there's some things I just like to tell you. 1, appreciate who you are. You're beautiful in your own way. You're gorgeous, and God has made you beautiful and unique. And there's something about things that are very unique. They are well prized because their value is attached to them alone. Don't try to make yourself look like somebody else. Don't try to take on characteristics that do not suit your personality. God created you differently, and so you should act in that manner. Also, surround yourself with people that will make you feel beautiful. Don't stare out nasty comments. It doesn't really make sense. Anyways, personally, if you derive joy body shaming people, I will shut you out. That one is not even it's not even a case of let's try and mend fences. Let's try and see how we can work. It won't work. It won't work. That's like negative energy. So bad energy, fire away. Okay, guys. So always remember that you're beautiful and have a new perspective of what beauty is. It goes way beyond the facial looks to the personality. Proverbs 31 said something that beauty or favor is deceitful, beauty is vain. But a woman or a man that fears the Lord, he or she, I'm paraphrasing, shall be praised. So it goes beyond the looks, it goes beyond your physique, it goes beyond how people see you to your personality. How does God see you? And there's one thing that would actually help you so much to understand that you're gorgeous. Your relationship with God. You know, when you relate intimately with God, you have a different perspective to who you are. It begins to reveal to you your personality, and it comes out day after day, a new person, a renewed mind, a renewed personality in general. So understand that you're gorgeous. Understand that you are gorgeous in God's eyes because He has created you unique. Unique. And remember this, anything unique is highly prized. It is highly prized. So guys, love yourself. If you have a big head, according to them, love your big head and celebrate it. I'm actually making fun, but celebrate however you look. Appreciate God for it, and you see things coming out differently. And when you begin to see yourself as beautiful, people will begin to see you as beautiful. That's the ripple effect about this entire thing. You give people, or you I don't know the right words to use, but there's a saying that goes that the way you see yourself is the way people would see you. So think differently, act differently, and you see the effect. So guys, don't forget, you are gorgeous. And let's make it a practice to always greet ourselves with the words, hello gorgeous, I'm beautiful and wonderfully made. Thanks guys for tuning in, and thanks for stopping by. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up and share with your friends and everyone around. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and also turn on the notification tab so you'll be the first to know when I make any new post. Bye guys for now. See you in my next episode. Cut.